Hey, hey, hey. How are you guys doing tonight, this morning, this evening, wherever you at in the world? Now, we have little young Romeo. People is blasting him. Some people is praising him. Some people is blasting him. Some people think he went at his dad. Did he go? Was he just talking about his dad? Was he talking about idols? We're going to check it out. Because we're going to talk a little bit about mental health. It should never, see, this is where, it's sad that you got to have like a particular month for something to mean something, but it should be a everyday thing. Like it shouldn't be like breast awareness month, mental mental health month. This is something that should be constantly thought of every single day. So before we get into the show, we're gonna wait for a couple of you people to get up in here in this chat. And whoever's watching the replay can always fast forward and get straight to the show. We're getting ready to go, go, go. Hey Houston, how you doing? Long time no see. Welcome. Just see the light of it. Mhm. We get ready to start. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Because I want you guys to see this. Hey, Chance. Hey, Kitty Queen. Welcome. Welcome. We're going to have a good talk today, baby. We're going to have a good talk today. We have a good talk. And we're getting ready to start in like about 2 minutes because I don't want people to be so far behind. Hey, Marie. How are you? Yeah, baby. This weather is terrible. This weather has been raining all week. I can expect the cold. The season has changed, but everybody I know got a cold. Everybody I know is coughing and sneezing. I mean, I guess it's safe to say that now. We can say that now. It's safe to say that. Now, like I said, everybody thinks yes, we have. Oh, you got sleep in. Oh, let me find out. Wow. Now I heard like in Texas. Hey, Johnny. I heard in Texas like y'all be having but everywhere the season is starting to change anyway. Whatever was like we had like a longer summer. So I guess everywhere you go, things change. But season is changing. All right, let's start this. We're gonna start here, right? We cut this down. We cut this down for you guys. We're gonna start. Now, this is what little Romeo presented, right? This is what he presented. But like I said, people see what they want to see. They didn't understand exactly where he was coming from, right? So then he puts today was a boiling point. Keyword boiling point. For all the people that sat there and called him ungrateful, oh ungrateful kid. After all what your father did to you. No, hold up now. Romeo held his own. When No Limit was when all them artists wasn't making no money, little Romeo was making that money. He didn't people he gave his son chances. No, little Romeo, well, Romeo now. Romeo worked. You can't have a child out there rapping if he can't rap. You can't have him acting if he can't act. So stop with the if it wasn't for his father. People stop it. All this making good kids the bad guy. Number one, you have to understand that we're talking about mental health, right? So when he says boiling point, that means he's on a mental break himself, right? So he said, I seen a man avoid his own children's struggle with S and depression, but post another man whom passed today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols. You see the word he say with an S. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Which when it's watch when it's revealed. Right? Now who would have ever thought he would say it about his father? But what you guys didn't understand is he chose the one with Snoop Dogg and Twitch. He chose the one with Snoop Dogg and Twitch. Okay? Now Master P Master P's his response to that was, devil you a liar. Devil you a liar. Hey, Shantae baby. Now I haven't gotten up to the Snoop Dogg part yet. This is a video that I played before, but we're gonna play it later. But we're gonna get into like some of the stuff that little Romeo. I'm not calling him the big Romeo now, but I'm just calling him Romeo, right? We want to get into what's going on in his mind, right? What is going on in Romeo's head? Because Who would ever think in a million years? Who would ever think little Romeo, little Percy Jr., little Mercy Percy? What's Master P name? Whatever's Master P name, he's the junior. He's a junior, right? So I want you guys to see something. I want you guys, this really, really broke my heart. But if you notice in the videos, besides these two, because it's from his movie, the movie was good. I've been watching Christmas movies. It's been good. You know, he's been violent. Is this the one? Now, this is the one. Now, remember, you guys have to remember, a lot of things is taking a toll on this young man. At one point in time, he was in the middle of his mother and father war. They war. What was going on, right? So now he says, becoming a parent of my own, I realized that my mom has been a secret superhero this entire time. It's not easy raising a child, yet alone 7. You don't get your roses enough, mama. And I apologize for that. Thank you for being all of your kids' first best friend. And thank you for being an example that love overpowers perfection. You hear that? Key word. Love overpowers perfection. Now, as you see, that's the sister who passed away. That's Mercy and Hersey. Like Master P, you don't mess them kids' names up. Hersey. Don't go out calling me no daggone Hersey. Anyway, these are all family pictures. So at this point, he's showing a lot of family. This is him when he was a little boy. For all the people forgot that this little boy right here saved he saved No Limit. Oh, his father this, his father that. Nah. Found some ventures a little from 20 years ago. That little guy put in some work. Remember when No Limits wasn't making no money, this little boy was on platinum. So all you hater men out there who's like I said, sometimes things is just a family issue. And again, he keeps showing pictures of his sister. That's his little baby. But this video broke the heck out of me. Let me see if I can find that picture. It's a video, but it almost made me cry. Shoot. Hopefully I can find it. But it was a video dedicated to his sister. And it almost brought tears to my eyes. This boy has work. He loves his family. Damn it. Where is it at? I don't know. See, he rebuilt the relationship back with his mama. I guess he felt at some point in time his father took that away from him and he chose his dad. And right here, he's showing again family. That would be the uncle. See, that's passed away, and that's another uncle. But oh my God, I gotta show you. Damn it, I don't know where it's at. But he did a tribute video to his sister. And this the brother that passed away. But it was so tasteful and heartbreaking. Again, you never know what somebody is going through. That's my Shantae Pooh. Hey, my Nick. I'm going to eat in a couple of seconds, okay? I'm going to eat. right? Your king about to get it. Ooh, girl, what he gonna get? What he gonna get, girl? What he gonna get? But either way, as you see, it's a lot of things. Who would ever think Master P and his son, you just got done eating? Oh, you ain't say me nothing, Nick. See, I ain't giving you none of my ginger ale until I got the ginger ale for you tomorrow. It's all good, Nick. It's all good. Now, like I said, y'all didn't. If you saw the video, right? If y'all saw the video that Master P's son put out there, why did he choose the video with Snoop Dogg? So everybody like thinking that that was just aimed at his dad. No, that was aimed at Snoop Dogg also. That was aimed at both him, even though we're gonna let her speak for you. Here we go. Here we go. If y'all don't remember this, remember this now. Because why wasn't this spoken upon? You're going to hear a lot of times she felt alone. And you're going to see that, okay, my sister is not here no more. And Snoop Dogg's daughter almost took herself out too. Again, we got two men that we idol, but they Snoop almost lost a daughter too. Let's go.
Hmm. Today, okay, first of all, like I said in my post, like I've been going through a lot, right? And I don't know, like something just sparked me to tell you guys. Um Hi mom. Something just sparked me to tell you guys what I've been going through because I feel like I always tell y'all what I'm going through every Sunday, whether it's good or bad. I try to be as open and as accessible as possible because I just want everybody to know that I'm human and I mean we're all human, right? And we all go through stuff. But when you have a title and when you're something or you're somebody, people think you don't go through stuff. And that has to be the most frustrating, irritating thing in the world because just because my dad is who he is, that doesn't mean I don't get sad. That doesn't mean I don't want things or I don't feel away. Like like I, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, um, I posted that I tried to commit suicide. Um, and I think it starts from my childhood, right? I grew up with two light skinned brothers. Um, and I was the only chocolate one. I was overweight. I got lupus at 6, so I was overweight from being on steroids. Um, and that just automatically just messed with my health. Like
I'm not messing with you, Shantae.
I've always been sad. I've always been depressed because I feel like I've been through a lot. Like, as far as my sickness and then not knowing if it was cancer, if it was lupus, and then find out that it was lupus, and just me being sick, dealing with stuff like that. Like I hate seeing kids sick because I've been sick. I am sick. It's a lot. Like body hurting. You just in pain and you're so young. You're like, what is happening to me? Like, what is going on? And then you look at your brothers and your other family members like, dang, like why me? Like, why? Like, not saying I wish they had it, but why me? You know, why am I going through this? Why did God choose me? Why me? And I feel like I've always been in the hospital. I just always been sick. Like, it's just always been something wrong with me. And even in school, like my when I first got lupus, my face used to peel, hair was falling out, and just even me being dark, like people like looked at me like I was an alien, like I was a monster. And I remember I got on social media when I was like 13, and my mom and dad didn't want me to because I wasn't strong in there. And I got on there and I just got super bullied. Like people just always talk about me. Um, you're fat, you're ugly, you're dark, you're this, you're that. And I used to cry, like I mean cry. Like at 13 I was ready to die. Like just so sad, crying to my mom, like, Mom, like I'm so ugly. Like, why? Why did you have me? Why do I look like this? Why don't I look like my brothers? Why? It was just so many why? It was like I hated everything about me. And to this day, there's a couple things that I hate. I just look at myself and I'm just filled with disgust. So just because you have money and just because you're able to do certain things that people can't do, it doesn't mean you don't have a heart, you don't have a mind, you don't have a soul. Like I go through it just like everybody else. And I try to be as transparent and as open as possible because I know there's people out there that go through stuff, maybe worse, right? But you can't make me feel like how I feel is not like important, or it don't matter because my dad is rich and because I have this and I have that, when that shit don't mean nothing to me. Like I drive a Toyota Corolla and I'm content. Content. When my dad bought me that car, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, a Toyota Corolla. But before that, I was driving Wayne's Acura. And you just learn to appreciate stuff because at the end of the day, this stuff don't matter. When we die, these mansions and these Bentleys and these Birkins, they ain't going with us. You feel me? So I just learned to love what I have, to appreciate what I have. And I know people always gonna have something to say, no matter what, whether you're doing good or bad. That's just people. People, everybody had their opinions. But I just had to come on here and let y'all know, like, just because you rich or just because you whatever, that's like me telling Kylie, you can't be sad. You can't be mental. Why? Because she a billionaire? She still got feelings at the end of the day. We don't know what she go through. People only show you what they want to show you. So, by the looks of it,
Hold on, she's not matched. Shantae, you got it wrong, baby. She's not talking about the cars and stuff. The thing is about her mental health and her being the darkest child, and everybody saying how handsome and how cute her brothers is. She's always in pain. She's sick. She has lupus, you know. But she's saying that people always think because you have a rich parents that everything is good, but everything ain't good. It's not. So I don't. She's not basically saying it's about. She's just letting people know. Stop assuming because Snoop Dogg is her father or whatever. No, her mental health is very fragile. Came to class late, yeah. Because I'm trying to say when when Romeo, because people they see what they want to see, but they don't know the history or they don't know what's going on. So when Romeo put that out there about his father, Snoop Dogg, he showed it with Snoop Dogg. So at that point, he's really upset because you gotta remember, Romeo knows Snoop Dogg, and Master P is his father. So technically, he got two birds with one stone. So I'm trying to show you where. Shut up, Nikki. Shut it up. Shh, shh, shh. Blowing me up as usual. But but he's trying to say that that happens a lot in the community. And you will hear more about it from people they don't know. But their own families is going through it. So that's why I had to bring back this video. So y'all can see she was going through it. And again, we never heard about it. She got to talk about it herself. You know, Snoop Dogg never mentioned anything about. I mean, maybe he keep his kids' business to himself, but we're still talking about mental issues. You know, so let's finish hearing. You know, her struggles, and let's just be. I'm so thankful that you know you're here. Why she's still here?
Her life looked perfect, but she's choosing to show us what she wants to show us, and what she show us is perfect. It looks amazing. So of course we're gonna think, oh, she has a perfect life, but nobody has a perfect life, and that's what I had to understand. I'm looking on social media. I'm looking at these girls' lives that are my age, and I'm like, damn, you doing this, you doing that. I'm sitting here with my two dogs and my boyfriend every day, trying to figure out what I want to eat. Like I feel stuck. But at the end of the day, I'm very blessed. I'm in a very blessed position. You know what I'm saying? And and sometimes their journey is their journey, and your journey is your journey. Just because this person is doing this and doing that, don't mean I'm supposed to be doing this and doing that. God may have a whole nother plan for me. And I know a lot of girls that look at these other girls' Instagram and start feeling like how I feel, like I'm not doing enough, and oh, I need me a rich nigga. Oh, I need me a Bentley. Oh, I need me a nigga to do this. Well, you got a nigga that's doing all this and that. He out there doing him. My grandma told me, you want to be in a mansion with your Bentley in the driveway, trying to figure out where your man at, who he with, what he doing. Be content. You gotta be content with what you have. We don't know what these women are going through. It looks great. It looks amazing. Trust me. I see it. And I'm like, damn, I want that. I want it. Give me all of it. Give me her life. Just give it to me, please. But that's not what what my life is supposed to be. I'm not saying everybody is going through that. They got them a rich dude, but majority of the time, this is what they're going through. So when you have a man that loves you and that shows you that, you have to appreciate it. Like everything I'm telling y'all, I've been through it. I'm still going through it. So that's why I'm able to speak on it. There's plenty of times where I wasn't appreciating Wayne because he not rich and he not this and he not that. Forget all that. You love me for me. You taking care of me. You holding me down when I can't even hold myself down. That's what matters. Not that you can go give me a Bentley right now. You could go give me a purse and take me to Bora Bora. But that you love me and that you there for me, right? So this goes with my mental. It's like you seeing all this stuff and you want it and you mad you don't got it. And I'm gonna just tell y'all the story. So Wayne ends up getting into a car accident. I think it was Sunday. And like I said, I drive a Toyota Corolla. That's my baby. And I was so mad. I'm like, really? Like, really? Like, you crashed my Toyota Corolla? Forget him being alive, forget him being well. You crashed my Corolla. I was ready to lose it all, literally. And something in that accident just triggered me. It triggered me. And I, like I said, my mind's racing, my mind's going, and I'm like, you know what? I need to go somewhere. I don't know where I'm going, but I need to go somewhere. And I get a hotel. I don't answer nobody phone calls because at this point I'm like, okay, I just need to get away. That's all I was worried about. I just need to get away. That's it. That's all. And then I get to the hotel and I'm just sitting there, I kept going to sleep. I kept waking up. I kept going to sleep. Everybody calling me. They don't know where I'm at. And the plan originally wasn't to kill myself. It was just to get away and to not talk to nobody because I couldn't. Life, I can't handle life. I can't handle stress. When stuff gets too hard for me, my mind instantly goes, kill yourself or end it. Because it's just, I feel like that'd be the easiest way out. I don't want to feel pain no more. I don't want to, I don't want to feel no more. So if I just end it, I'll be okay. This is the way my mind is thinking. I'm literally giving y'all a look inside of my mind. And so I'm there. Everybody's still blowing me up. They're still blowing me up. And I just turn my phone off. I'm like, I can't do it no more. So I start hitting people up for perks. And Zane, stop. Zane, stop. And I start hitting people up for perks because I know that perks have fentanyl in them. And sometimes these perks are fake. And I know that'll be the quickest way out. And I'm like, okay, I'm keep hitting people about perks. Nobody's hitting me up. Nobody's hitting me back. They're like, you want 30s or 10s? I'm like, I don't know what none of that means. Just give me something. Like, just give me something. Like, give me a perk. Give me lean. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never done drugs before, but I wanted to do them today. I wanted to do them that day because I knew the effect that it had on people. So everybody that I hit, there was this one person that I hit, and he was going to go get the stuff, but he just stopped answering me. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign from God that I don't need to do the perks. But then the devil comes again and goes, no, you need to do the perks. Keep hitting until you get the damn perks. So I'm still trying to get the perks. And I get really bad migraines. So I always have Benadryl and I always have my migraine medicine. So I start Googling, well, how many Benadryls can I take to OD? Like, what can I do to OD? So I start calling my mom. I start texting my grandma because I wasn't texting nobody. I just text my grandma and I tell her, I said, tell my mom I want to be cremated. And I just kept crying. I kept crying because I'm like, this is really what you want to do here? Like, you want to end it like this? Like, you done? You ready? And I'm like, yeah, like, just, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, like, sometimes I just feel like I don't have a purpose here. I deal with so much health stuff. Like, I just be feeling like people don't, like, really feel me. Or they just think I'm being dramatic, or they just think that, like, what I go through is, like, I'm not supposed to be crying right now, but I'm just getting emotional. Like, people just think that what I go through is nothing, but I've been through so much shit that half the stuff I can't even physically tell y'all because it's so personal.
Hey, sweetness. Now, this is why, you know, a lot of dark skinned females, especially when you have two light brothers, and then on top of that, they girlfriends. or light or another race. But there's nobody besides her mother. Well, Snoop Dogg is dark, but everybody in the house is light. You know, they got a light skinned kid the first time, and then they turn around and got another light skinned kid. Now here she come, chocolate, right? And then on top of that, she's sick. She got a lot of health problems, so she's in and out the hospital, in and out the hospital. So when a lot of older people, once they start getting pain, they be ready to go. Like Lord, get me out this pain, and we don't never understand them. Now, can you imagine it coming from a younger person who's always sick? And then, you know, people, hey, Brooklyn Finest, what's up? And then we got people that, then we got two Brooklyns. Hey, Brooklyn does it better. Then we got people that will say to somebody, oh, you black and you ugly. And now on top of that, she got the weight from taking her medicine. So now you gotta constantly hear you black, you're fat and ugly, you know. And then you in a house, if you look at like Snoop, like his all his grandkids or whatever, nobody she has nobody to, even though her mother is dark, but she has nobody to identify with. And she's sick on top of that. That's why I said when people saw that when little Romeo made that comment, people don't understand. He was not just talking about his father. He was talking about his father and Snoop at the same time. Because what you don't hear, or maybe she doesn't say, is, they took her to the doctor for her health, but I'm not going to say they didn't get her mental health. That I don't know. I'm not going to put that on that man. But at the end of the day, he should have told us these things. We ain't got to guess. If you tell us certain things, we ain't got to guess it, dag it. Right? So, I'm just giving you guys a rundown so y'all can see where Romeo was coming from. And then as we see, Romeo himself is also having a breakdown because a lot of things has transpired. He lost his relationship with his moms. Then his moms also became an addict. And a lot of ultimatums were done. See, when people talk, people mad. Oh, he should have spoke to his father first. We don't know if he spoke to his father first. We don't know. We don't know what transpired. But I think after that, and then seeing Snoop Dogg and his father posting the one with Snoop Dogg, that made him feel some type of way. That made him feel some type of way. So I say we got to be very careful. We got to be careful because a lot of people's going through mental stuff. So I just want to let you guys know, like, where we at with this, where we at. So whoever's coming in, for the beginning of the video, you're gonna have to check out watch the replay. But whoever's in here, I can explain it to you. And it's sad people just have a way of, they don't understand how they're destroying. Social media have gotten to the point to where we're using it to destroy each other. We're using it to really have people off themselves to meet their makers. And it's like some people not stopping until they people in a mental ward. You know, they don't have a chill button, especially when it comes down to like even certain content creators or something, like the content is like worth more than somebody's mental health, or doxing somebody is worth more than somebody's mental health. It's like they really, and it's so, can you imagine it being your own child and you're a celebrity? So every time she goes on the video, as she said, she made videos when she was 13 years old. She said all they did was call her names: fat, black, and ugly. Oh, you so ugly. And then she started getting sick, right? So we're going to let this story continue because this breaks my heart. And at least our people would know what Romeo was doing. Everybody else think it was just targeted at his own father, but it wasn't. Let's go.
Personal. And so I get the Benadryls. I look it up and they're like, if you take 5 of them, you might can OD. And so, but the ones that I had, they weren't enough, like the milligrams. So I'm like, okay, so I just start popping them, and I start popping my migraine medicine, and I said my goodbyes to everybody, and then my auntie texted me. I mean, my auntie was calling me, and it was something about her phone call because I wasn't supposed to be responding to nobody. This is supposed to be the end. Like I was supposed to be in my casket, like somewhere, somewhere else, not here. And my auntie started calling me, and some just told me to answer her call, and I just answered. And she's like, "What's wrong? What's the matter?" And I was like, "I just hate my life. Like I'm sick, and I'm fat, and I'm this, and I'm that." I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't be here no more. I feel like I'll feel better if I'm not here. And then she just starts talking to me, and she starts calming me down. But as I'm on the phone with her, I start taking more pills. And then finally I started getting like super shaky and super like, drowsy. So um, I go lay down in the bed, and she's on the phone with me. She's like, "Where you at?" And I tell her I'm at. And she's like, "What room number?" And I tell her. And all of a sudden, like, I just blacked out. But the last thing that I heard her say was, "Corey, Corey." And then I was gone. And then um, all of a sudden, I wake up to paramedics pulling the covers off me, poking me to check my blood sugar, and asking me, "Am I okay? And what's going on?" And all this stuff. And I was so gone. I was like, what is happening? Like, I got pulled on a journey. It was just a crazy night. I had all my family members there. I had Wayne there, his brother, my mom-in-law, my dad's assistant, my mom, my grandma, one of our close family friends.
Dad's assistant,
It was crazy. And like I
father assistant. It's a shame and it's sad when we see more of their parents than they do. For them to see their parents, they have to either go to a movie, they gotta see them on IG. It's sad, you know. And again, when she was crying out for help, she was crying out for help. Maybe she didn't get the help that she needed. That it kept getting deeper, deeper, and deeper.
said, when you're in that state, what you have, who you have, it don't matter to you at all. Like all the people that came and saw me and was there to support me and be there for me. Like when I was in that state, I didn't care. What I cared about was just ending it. Like I didn't want to be here no more. Just take me. Whatever I have to do, I'm getting up out of here. That was my main goal. And so I get to the hospital and they were like, "Well, what's wrong? Like what happened?" And I was just like, obviously I can't tell them. I was trying to kill myself because I didn't know how none of that mental stuff worked when you're in the hospital and stuff. And so um they're like, what happened? And I was like, well, I just was feeling sad and I just tried to calm myself down. Like, I didn't want to tell them, yeah, I was trying to kill myself. And so they're like, okay, okay. And they were like, well, thank God what you took. It's not toxic. It's just going to make you super sleepy. I'm like, okay. So then two cops came and they asked me, like, what are you trying to do? And I was like, oh, like, I was just trying to, like, just calm down. Like, I wasn't really trying to hurt myself. I just wanted to be relaxed. And they were like, okay, cool. And then I heard him say, well, you're not under no criminal charges, but you something. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I'm out of this. So I'm like, what they talking about? And then basically they told me I was on hold 5150. And so then I'm thinking I'm finna get in this hospital, tell them a few things and bounce. And they took like, my vitals and drew my blood and stuff. And they were like, um, my health was good, everything was good. There was nothing to worry about. And they were like, but you have to see a psychiatrist because when you're on hold, you have to see a psychiatrist and you have to, go to the mental home. So I stayed overnight at the hospital. And since I'm on hold, every time I got to go to the restroom or every time I got to do something, there's somebody standing at the door, a nurse. So she got to get up and go into the restroom and make sure I don't do nothing crazy, basically. And so then after that, they were like, okay, you have to go to a mental facility. And I was like, okay. Like, I watched a couple movies about mental facilities and I kind of was like scared. I was like, damn, like, I don't want to be in no mental facility. Like, I don't want to go through this stuff. And I was like, but this is what happened. It's your consequence. And this is not my first time I tried to do this. So I think God is probably like, this is it. Like, because the other times I've done it, it was just like my security would come up here and watch me for like an hour and take my medication and then everything would be back normal. But this time it was like God was like, I gotta show you better than I can tell you. Like,
As you see, it's not the first time, or as you can hear, it's not the first time she tried to do that to herself. So that's letting you know that a lot of times once somebody they off themselves, they meet their maker, it's not their first attempt. I mean, sometimes it's their first attempt, but most of the time these thoughts are there. It's not her first attempt. So again, we see Uncle Snoop every single where. Yeah, he could pay to get her the best treatment ever. Yeah, he could pay for that. But that doesn't take away the parent being there, physically there. I mean, a lot of them they got these contracts, they got these tours, and they mentoring other people. That's why when I was talking about 50 Cent's son, I'm like, how do a bunch of grown people go after this kid? Like we're not in their shoes. And you call them all types of names, even on the boy's birthday. You got to see the things that they wrote to that boy on his birthday. I don't care if he said, um, well, that much money, he was just basically saying, this is what I got. You understand what I'm saying? And compared to the people that he's around, technically that is no money to the people he's around. So you're trying to tell these kids that the money that you drop on these strippers is worth more than you. When they carry these guns, them sorry, but I mean money pow pows, you two. When they carry them money pow pows and they spraying that money, when they taking that champagne and tossing it out, when they buying all of that jewelry, you got the nerve to come and cry about child support. When you got we watch real people scamming. We watch real people doing a lot of things. Well, we don't have nobody dogs them out. We support them and still send them more money and still do things. But people, when they're going through something, we make it worse, or society makes it worse. Right? They go after people, kids, like it's they are kids. They may be over 18, but some 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, some people up to 30, and some people up to the day they meet their maker, they still long for that childhood that they imagined. They long for it. They long for, so they sort of kind of stay in a childlike mind state. They stay in a childhood like mind state, and they would love to go back to wherever they thought they should have been happy. They want that created. So it doesn't matter how old you are. In their mind, like whatever they saw that triggered them, like maybe seeing watching somebody else's dad. Same way we wish we had the rich parents that they have. They wishing, I wish my parents wasn't so rich where I can have my parents. You guys have my parents more than me. Y'all see my parents more than me. I would love to have a hug every night. Emotional scars, exactly. They have a lot of emotional scars. And then on top of that, she's sick. you know. So everybody's expecting her when she came out the mother's womb to favor her brothers, but she didn't. Again, if people look at, which I'm going to show again, if people look at the the uh the thing that little Romeo came out with, people didn't know he was talking about his dad and Snoop. You understand what I'm saying? You always hear Snoop all the time. Rest in peace, homie, my homie this, my homie that. And you always see them mentoring and being around others when they want that time. They understand it's business, but like after a while, how much shopping can you do? Yes, I'm afforded the good life. Yes, I could go to the store and get what I want. But after a while, like how much shopping can you do? Like I know I want my mom, I want my dad. I don't care about this. I don't care about going shopping. I don't care about the Birkin. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I'm quite sure, he always said things to his daughter to make her feel good. He's always called her, like queen and all this other stuff. Yeah, but far as her mental state, she should have been constantly going to a doctor. She should have been constantly going. She needed a therapist on the regular. See, people are not looking into their own family. That's what Lil Romeo was trying to say. Like, hey, y'all too busy out there. Y'all forgetting about us. In his mind, I think his sister was his breaking point. Like he said, my boiling point. You understand? So, and then he lost, like Master P, you know, it's a balance. And I think that you could tell what we don't see is him and Romeo go at it. Because even he was like Satan or something, called the son of devil, called the son of devil. I love y'all and Jesus too. I'll show you guys that in a second. But he likes things this way, and everything in his mind is excellence, 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 excellence. You know, So if you're not in his mind excellent, or you're not doing something, and a true touched on that for the younger generation, but that needs to be talked about a lot. Or even when I say you must love your kids, I don't care how they are. You love them regardless. Yes, you got some kids are smart. Some kids are smart in other ways. Some is not going to reach the level, but it should not be what level your child reach to show to show how much the level of your love reach. You're supposed to have unconditional love for your kids. You understand? We all want our kids to do good, but guess what? Some of them ain't. They're not. Some of them rebel to show you, like some kids, if their dad is not around, they'll constantly stay in trouble. Why? Because they want to see if I'm doing enough to get my father to come around. I already know my mother's there. But regardless of how much she's there, I don't see her, even though they should look at mama's pain. They should want to do better. But a lot of these kids, like, if I do enough, when my father come through, you know, like some kids take the, if I become rich and famous, would they know me then? Some is, if I stay in enough trouble, would they know me then? Especially when they're young. They want to see if daddy is going to come and check them. I want to see if I school call enough. Is daddy gonna come check me? And they start doing a lot of things that it goes beyond. Oh, she's bitter. Oh, I just cut them off. I can't deal with her. So he's trying to say, I get or whatever child. I want to see if your love for me is stronger, because I already know mama don't like you, but she's still there. She's still there. Good, bad, or ugly, mama's still there. You got a lot of kids. Parents were literally, I like that word, right? But they were really crackheads or real dope fiends or real not potheads, method, people smoke the methadone or whatever you call it, dopamine, all the above. I said dopamine, look who pops up. Dopamine, you're going to live a long time. You know what I'm saying? You're going to live a long time. I said your name by mistake and you pop in. How you doing, darling? Welcome and welcome. Now, like they're saying, I know a lot of kids that parents, they whatever parent that take care of them was terrible parents. On drugs. Sometimes they had to pick their mama up off the floor. Some of them had to take the alcohol and pour out half of the alcohol and put water in there. Some just totally put water in there. But they still see them every single day. They're looking, and that can go for if you're a single dad too. So in their mind is, okay, mama don't care, but she's still here, but she don't care. She's still hurting over this ninja, and this ninja is still mad because either child support or whatever. So a lot of kids, a lot of times, their problems are they want to see if how much you hate my mama and how much you love me. Am I more important than her? That's what they want to know. Am I more important than your hate for so a lot of them they take to the street, a lot of them take to the pole. Again, they want to see what daddy is made of. They want to see how much could they do before daddy or mommy, before they say, hey. Now remember, if you never checked somebody, a lot of these kids would like to know what that feels like. Like, what does that feel like? A lot of them don't know. And some of these kids get themselves in so much trouble, they can't get out. Can't care. can't care my father and crying, you know. So I think that I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna rewind some of this because a lot of you guys are coming in and I'm doing a lot of explaining. And like I said, little Romeo, big Romeo, medium Romeo, whatever. Y'all people didn't get what he was saying. Y'all didn't get he was hitting two birds with one stone. So I'm gonna rewind this back and I want to show you that boy, he really, really feels bad about how he did his mom's. He felt bad about he had to make a choice too, mommy or daddy. So, thank God his mother is still here, but his sister didn't make it because she didn't play by the rules of daddy. But you know what people say? Oh, they ungrateful. Well, look at what their father have done, or look what their father is not, blah, blah, blah. But nobody, like I said, people always watch stuff that go right over their head. Right over their head. It goes right over their head. Oops. Before I forget, whenever you're ready, uh, Kang, you could pop in. But I wanna like I said, I like to clear things up because people so stupid. Matter of fact, let me show you how many videos of and like I said of Little Romeo. And I'm like ungrateful. Do y'all know that boy himself saved No Limit? At that age, he was everybody was on the back of him. They was riding his coattails. He wasn't born with the money. He was born before his father had money. He was born in them PJs. He heard them pow pows and watched people dropping every single day. Then the father ended up taking insurance money, as they say, and took his and became an investor. So he know what it's like to have nothing. And then here come No Limit. They was popping. And then guess what? They went from hot to cold. So then now you got Romeo. He's the one making the platinum albums. He's the one making the platinum albums. He's the one that's keeping No Limit afloat. His father didn't give that to him. Then he was making movies on the Disney Channel or whatever. That is work. His father taught him a hell of a work ethic. But the key word is work ethic. He didn't sit home and just, didn't that boy earned his money. That was him on that record. You don't have that white cup, huh, Nicole? Get them legs out the ear. Get them legs out the ear. Get them legs out the ear. You're gonna go to sleep. And one of them old men gonna be in your room, Nicole. I'm trying to tell you, you go ahead to sleep. When you with that leg up in the ear, you're gonna wake up. One of them old men gonna be right in your bed. They're gonna be in the bed with you, neck. But I just want to show you guys how many people first of all, he ain't never and this the part that people I want to see what they got to say. But like I said, they don't do it the way I do it. They don't research the way I research. They don't know the background the way I know the background. But first, let me show you the video that he made, or the thing that he said. He like, Papa, I ain't scared of your ass no more. I ain't scared of you no more, Daddy. Daddy, I ain't scared of you no more. I cannot find that video that he made with his sister, but oh my God, that's the tear jerker. That is a tear jerker. I'm like, how dare you do a video like that? Damn it. Tear jerker. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. But when I find that damn video, but hold up, I don't know where was that. I'm gonna find this video. They're gonna stop playing with me. It's not here. I need to find that daggone video. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. I don't know where the heck it has no timeline, but that boy in pain right now. He in pain. He in pain. Where is, oh man, that tear jerker? That damn tear jerker of a video. Mm, I don't know. But that was a tear jerker. The nerve of him to put a video like that out there. But I want to hear what they got to say. Oh no, because I'm gonna rewind back. Don't have me press it. She gonna get it. She gonna get ready to have her baby tonight. Nicole get ready to have a baby tonight. Damn it. With them legs up in the air. They got it. She ain't even got a spread, baby. The legs up in the air already. Now, you got all these people. Romeo blasted his father. Romeo blasted his father. Romeo blasted my father. Romeo blasted his father. That's all you see. And then you got people again with the all that he's this, he's that. Now, this relationship, I mean, this I can't show you, but remember his daughter has an addiction. Why you I want to get to see what they had to say. I want to see what they had to say because people don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Wait, not is it them? No, not them. It will not be copyrighted me, damn it. I would not be getting no copyright strikes there.
People on blast after.
Now, again, people don't look at what they're seeing. They assume stuff, but they don't look at what they're seeing. So we're gonna play this. I just want to hear what they got to say. Just want to hear. Let's go.
Triggered by his father's social media tribute to Twitch. If you recall, Master P suffered a loss of his 25-year-old daughter, Tatiana Miller, due to an accidental fentanyl intoxication. Master P had posted a video of
Now,
Snoop and
this is what people didn't realize. He was talking about his dad and Snoop. Rest in peace to the one and only dancing DJ Twitch. And says, salute Snoop Dogg. Why is he saluting Snoop Dogg? For celebrating him. Right? Why? He trying to say your daughter had problems too. And you out here celebrating the next man. Y'all ain't catch on to that. You could be smiling one day and go on the next. Life too short. Appreciate your loved ones. Something mental illness is real. Shout out to such and such. Now that is what Master P said in his post. And like I said, Snoop Dogg was part of that damn stone. Romeo not playing with y'all.
and Twitch dancing on Ellen show during the Crip Walk. He writes a caption under the video saying, RIP to the one and only dancing Twitch, and a salute to Snoop Dogg. One day and gone the next. Life is real. Shout out to Post Malone, Dre London. Took to his Instagram story, not feeling what Master P posted. He said, today was the boiling point. As I seen a man avoid his own children struggling with suicide and depression, but post another man who passed today that he doesn't know. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed.
My whole perspective on life has changed. I'm a totally different person. I don't know. As one of y'all to just enjoy life with me, because life is short. Rest in peace to my little sister Tatiana Miller. So I'm gonna celebrate her birthday this year, and every year after that. But this is life right here. The little things are actually the big things, because the ocean is most of the world. But this is what I like to do, like on my lowest days. The ocean has an amazing way of reminding you how small you are to the world, how small your problems are to the world, and how beautiful the world is. It's so.
So, like I said, I showed y'all the shots fired. I showed you guys the shots fired, right? Showed you guys. You better quit walk your ass there to exactly, Shantae. Ding, 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 ding. You got it, sis. You got it, my Buka. You got it, Buka. I wonder what Master P is gonna sell. Pocketbook yet? What you gonna do with it? You gonna put it on your leg up in the air? For the men, you're gonna get pregnant tonight, Nicole. You better put them legs down. You're gonna be pregnant tonight, damn it. You're gonna got that white cup, and then you got them people up in there. They'll come surprise you tonight. So again, enough is enough. And then Romeo has he like I say, he's coming to his own. I think that well, we all know he loves his dad. We all know he praises his dad. We all know he looked up to his dad. But sometimes parents could be, like I said before, so strict that they always make you feel that you're like you're nothing. They always make you feel like that's nothing, or they may some of them they do. It's like you can't have too much tough love, right? You can't have too much tough love, and when you see other kids rewarded for when they do right, but punished for when they do wrong. In our mind as parents, what that'll make them want to do right because they get rewarded. How about don't do nothing? How about, good job? But I think that if not so if a child is terrible, that mean they don't deserve something? They get the bare minimum. Some kids are just not overachievers. Some kids are dyslexic. Some kids are kind of slow. A lot of parents work so much they don't stop and look at what's going on. And maybe in his mind, once his sister passed, it clicked to him. That's how he treated my mother. If y'all remember, it was the war that was going on with Romeo and his moms. And I think his mother was taking all of them to court. Let me see if I can find that for you guys. People forget that.
It's JCPenney's coupon give.
Mary Jane.
Said about his father. So stay tuned. Inconsistent, and he avoids, him. And in any event, this is a whole crazy situation. You can be smiling one day, never comes back fighting. He never comes. Romeo is basically saying that he was not there for her. His mother, end up finding comfort through other substance and blind. Watch when it's revealed. So towards his father, that it's not uplifting. Difficult time. At the end of the day, you only have one mother, one brother. You used to see them all the time and publicly, but I wonder if Master P is actually think he should heave the message that his son is hurting.
Did she take them? Sometimes I think that they don't mess with some of their kids because they don't want. They want to. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. I hope that is the case for 50 Cent. But to keep torturing that boy, at the end of the day, that's your seed. You can be estranged all you want, but to keep constantly, putting up the pictures of all the young boys and the Juice Worlds, and God rest them. And it's another one that passed away. Damn, Papa Smoke or whatever his name is, bigging them up, and they like, damn, I ain't never been in trouble. I ain't never nothing. But you got people again telling people what they should do and what they need to do. Worry about what you need to worry about. Shoot. But I'm gonna go back for y'all people who just came in because I really want y'all to listen to this interview. And I'm going to uh let it play until they get back to this point. But here we go. For people who missed it, let's go.
In my post. Like I've been going through a lot, right? And I don't know, like something just sparked me to tell you guys. Um, Hi mom. Something just sparked me to tell you guys what I've been going through because I feel like I always tell y'all what I'm going through every Sunday, whether it's good or bad. I try to be as open and as accessible as possible because I just want everybody to know that I'm human and I mean we're all human, right? And we all go through stuff. But when you have a title, when you're something or you're somebody, people think you don't go through stuff. And that has to be the most frustrating, irritating thing in the world because my dad is like who he is. That doesn't mean I don't get sad. That doesn't mean I don't want things or I don't feel away or like like I just I don't know how to explain it, but basically um I posted that I tried to commit suicide. um and I think it starts from my childhood, right? I grew up with two light skinned brothers. um and I was the only chocolate one. I was overweight. I got lupus at 6, so I was overweight from being on steroids. Um, and that just automatically just messed with my health. Like I've always been sad. I've always been depressed because I feel like I've been through a lot. Like, as far as my sickness and them not knowing if it was cancer, if it was lupus, and then find out that it was lupus, and just me being sick, dealing with stuff like that. Like I hate seeing kids sick because I've been sick. I am sick. It's a lot. Like body hurting. You just in pain and you're so young. You're like, what is happening to me? Like, what is going on? And then you look at your brothers and your other family members, like, dang, like, why me? Like, why? Like, not saying I wish they had it, but why me? Why am I going through this? Why did God choose me? Why me? And I feel like I've always been in the hospital. I just always been sick. Like, it's just always been something wrong with me. And even in school, like when I first got lupus, my face used to peel and my hair was falling out, and just even me being dark, like people like looked at me like I was an alien, like I was a monster. And I remember I got on social media when I was like 13, and my mom and dad didn't want me to because I wasn't strong in there. And I got on there and I just got super bullied. Like people just always talk about me. Um, you're fat, you're ugly, you're dark, you're this, you're that. And I used to cry, like I mean cry. Like at 13 I was ready to die. Like just so sad, crying to my mom, like, Mom, like I'm so ugly. Like why did you have me? Why do I look like this? Why don't I look like my brothers? Why? It was just so many why. It was like I hated everything about me. And to this day, there's a couple things that I hate. I just look at myself and I'm just filled with disgust. So just because you have money and just because you're able to do certain things that people can't do, it doesn't mean you don't have a heart, you don't have a mind, you don't have a soul. Like, I go through it just like everybody else. And I try to be as transparent and as open as possible because I know there's people out there that go through stuff, maybe worse, right? But you can't make me feel like how I feel is not like important, or it don't matter because my dad is rich and because I have this and I have that, when that shit don't mean nothing to me. Like, I drive a Toyota Corolla and I'm content. When my dad bought me that car, I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, a Toyota Corolla? But before that, I was driving Wayne's Acura. And you just learn to appreciate stuff because at the end of the day, this stuff don't matter. When we die, these mansions and these Bentleys and these Birkins, they ain't going with us. You feel me? So I just learned to love what I have, to appreciate what I have. And I know people always gonna have something to say, no matter what, whether you're doing good or bad. That's just people, everybody had their opinions. But I just had to come on here and let y'all know, like, just because you rich or just because you whatever, that's like me telling Kylie, you can't be sad. You can't be mental. Why? Because she a billionaire? She still got feelings at the end of the day. We don't know what she go through. People only show you what they want to show you. So, by the looks of it, her life looked perfect. But she's choosing to show us what she wants to show us. And what she show us is perfect. It looks amazing. So of course we're going to think, oh, she has a perfect life. But nobody has a perfect life. And that's what I had to understand. I'm looking on social media. I'm looking at these girls' lives that are my age. And I'm like, damn, you doing this? You doing that? I'm sitting here with my 2 dogs and my boyfriend every day trying to figure out what I want to eat. Like, I feel stuck. But at the end of the day, I'm very blessed. I'm in a very blessed position. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes their journey is their journey and your journey is your journey. Just because this person is doing this and doing that don't mean I'm supposed to be doing this and doing that. God may have a whole nother plan for me. And I know a lot of girls that look at these other girls' Instagram and start feeling like how I feel, like I'm not doing enough, and I need me a rich nigga, I need me a Bentley, I need me a nigga to do this. Well, you got a nigga that's doing all this and that, he out there doing him. My grandma told me, you want to be in a mansion with your Bentley in the driveway, trying to figure out where your man at, who he with, what he doing? Be content. You gotta be content with what you have. We don't know what these women are going through. It looks great. It looks amazing. Trust me. I see it. And I'm like, damn, I want that. I want it. Give me all of it. Give me her life. Just give it to me, please. But that's not what my life is supposed to be. I'm not saying everybody is going through that got them a rich dude, but majority of the time, this is what they're going through. So when you have a man that loves you and that shows you that, you have to appreciate it. Like everything I'm telling y'all, I've been through it. I'm still going through it. So that's why I'm able to speak on it. There's plenty of times where I wasn't appreciating Wayne because he not rich and he not this and he not that. Forget all that. You love me for me. You taking care of me. You holding me down when I can't even hold myself down. That's what matters. Not that you can go give me a Bentley right now. You could go give me a purse and take me to Bora Bora. but that you love me and that you there for me, right? So this goes with my mental. It's like you seeing all this stuff and you want it and you mad you don't got it. And I'm gonna just tell y'all the story. So Wayne ends up getting into a car accident. I think it was Sunday. And like I said, I drive a Toyota Corolla. That's my baby. And I was so mad. I'm like, really? Like, really? Like, you crashed my Toyota Corolla? Forget him being alive. Forget him being well. You crashed my Corolla? I was ready to lose it all, literally. And something in that accident just triggered me. It triggered me. And like I said, my mind's racing, my mind's going, and I'm like, you know what? I need to go somewhere. I don't know where I'm going, but I need to go somewhere. And I get a hotel. I don't answer nobody's phone calls because at this point I'm like, okay, I just need to get away. That's all I was worried about. I just need to get away. That's it. That's all. And then I get to the hotel and I'm just sitting there, you know, I kept going to sleep. I kept waking up, kept going to sleep. Everybody calling me. They don't know where I'm at. And the plan originally wasn't to kill myself. It was just to get away and to not talk to nobody because I couldn't. Life, I can't handle life. I can't handle stress. When stuff gets too hard for me, my mind instantly goes, kill yourself or end it. Because it's just, I feel like that'd be the easiest way out. I don't want to feel pain no more. I don't want I don't want to feel no more. So if I just end it, I'll be okay. This is the way my mind is thinking. I'm literally giving y'all a look inside of my mind. And so I'm there. Everybody's still blowing me up. They're still blowing me up. And I just turn my phone off. I'm like, I can't do it no more. So I start hitting people up for perks. And Zane, stop. And I start hitting people up for perks because I know that perks have fentanyl in them. And sometimes these perks are fake. And I know that'll be the quickest way out. And I'm like, okay, I'm keep hitting people about perks. Nobody's hitting me up. Nobody's hitting me back. They're like, you want 30s or 10s? I'm like, I don't know what none of that means. Just give me something. Like, just give me something. Like, give me a perk. Give me lean. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never done drugs before, but I wanted to do them today. I wanted to do them that day because I knew the effect that it had on people. So everybody that I hit, there was this one person that I hit and he was going to go get the stuff, but he just stopped answering me. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign from God that I don't need to do the perks. But then the devil comes again and goes, no, you need to do the perks. Keep hitting until you get the damn perks. So I'm still trying to get the perks. And I get really bad migraines. So I always have Benadryl and I always have my migraine medicine. So I start Googling, well, how many Benadryls can I take to OD? Like, what can I do to OD? So I start calling my mom. I start texting my grandma because I wasn't texting nobody. I just text my grandma and I tell her, I said, tell my mom I want to be cremated. And I just kept crying. I kept crying because I'm like, this is really what you want to do here? Like, you want to end it like this? Like, you done? You ready? And I'm like, yeah, like, just, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, like, sometimes I just feel like I don't have a purpose here. I deal with so much health stuff. Like, I just be feeling like people don't, like, really feel me. Or they just think I'm being dramatic, or they just think that like what I go through is like it's, I'm not supposed to be crying right now, but I'm just getting emotional. Like people just think that what I go through is nothing, but I've been through so much shit that half the stuff I can't even physically tell y'all because it's so personal. And so I get the Benadryls. I look it up and they're like, if you take 5 of them, you might can OD. And so, but the ones that I had, they weren't enough, like the milligrams. So I'm like, okay, so I just start popping them.
I just want to say one thing. How the hell do Google put in, like, if somebody type in a question like that, like you could type in, like, they got sensors for everything. You want to literally, somebody puts out a video or information, like, okay, well, how many Benadryl do you have to take to out myself? Like, it's crazy that you can find the answer on the internet, but they want to sit up there and tell you you can't censor you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that, you can't say this word, you can't say that word. But somebody could literally, I like that word, right? Somebody could sit up there and actually type, how do I off myself? It's like, I have this, like, how many aspirins do I need? You understand? If I get what I'm saying, we in a sick ass world. We are in a sick ass world that you can find things, find sites with little kids, if you know what I mean. You can find them type of sites, no problem. They created games. They created animation that you think that it's a game. I'll probably find that for you guys. You can find anything you want. Like, who types in how many Benadryls or headache pills you gotta take? That is crazy. But there are Black people pages, and this is on all social media platforms. Not just talk about you this time, YouTube. Now that's why I said actually this time, because I was literally, but actually, you can type in things to off yourself, and you have an answer. And their excuse would be to make sure nobody would take this amount. But in all reality, you know you're only supposed to take 2. You know you're supposed to take 2 every 4 to something hours. If something's gonna make you take it every 10 to 15 minutes, where it could take you out, you need to go to the doctor. So I don't see how you think you're saving lives, but that is crazy. I just thought that I would say that because I'm like, wow. And we can't say the word bait though, right? We can't say the word M. We can't say a lot of stuff. Like, my channel now has community strikes for stupid stuff. So they don't care about you people. They don't care about you. They want to censor you, but you're talking about what's going on in the news. They want to censor every single thing. But somebody can look up how many Benadryls you need to off yourself. Damn, this is society we living in. And it's a response. People who's watching this video, do not try that at home. Do not try it. I have to put that warning. Do not, if you're feeling a type of way and you can't get, like she said, the real perks, because she know the fake Percocets is mixed with fentanyl. The fake ones are. So you may have stuff in your house already, and you may want to figure out, well, how many of this do I need? Don't do it. Don't do it. But I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt it. But here we go, guys. That just the first time I heard it, it triggered me. Not triggered me, but it's just like a ugh. Well, let's go.
And I started popping my migraine medicine. And I said my goodbyes to everybody. And then my auntie texted me. I mean, my auntie was calling me. And it was something about her phone call. Because I wasn't supposed to be responding to nobody. This is supposed to be the end. Like, I was supposed to be in my casket, like, somewhere else, not here. And my auntie started calling me, and some just told me to answer her call. And I just answered, and she's like, "What's wrong? What's the matter?" And I was like, "I just hate my life. Like, I'm sick, and I'm fat, and I'm this, and I'm that." I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't be here no more. I feel like I'll feel better if I'm not here. And then she just starts talking to me, and she starts calming me down. But as I'm on the phone with her, I start taking more pills. And then finally I started getting like super shaky and super like, drowsy. So I go lay down in the bed, and she's on the phone with me. She's like, "Where you at?" And I tell her where I'm at. And she's like, "What room number?" I tell her. And all of a sudden, like, I just blacked out. But the last thing that I heard her say was, Ori. And then I was gone. And then all of a sudden, I wake up to paramedics pulling the covers off me, poking me to check my blood sugar, and asking me, "Am I okay? And what's going on?" And all this stuff. And I was so gone. I was like, what is happening? Like, I got pulled on a journey. It was just a crazy night. I had all my family members there. I had Wayne there, his brother, my mom-in-law, my dad's assistant, my mom, my grandma,
Daddy's
one of our
assistant,
close
but not
family
dad.
friends.
Assistant.
It was crazy. And like I said, when you're in that state, what you have, who you have, it don't matter to you at all. Like, all the people that came and saw me and was there to support me and be there for me, like, when I was in that state, I didn't care. What I cared about was just ending it. Like, I didn't want to be here no more. Just take me. Whatever I have to do, I'm getting up out of here. That was my main goal. And so I get to the hospital, and they were like, "Well, what's wrong? Like, what happened?" And I was just like, obviously I can't tell them I was trying to kill myself, because I didn't know how none of that mental stuff worked when you're in the hospital and stuff. And so they're like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Well, I just was feeling sad, and I just tried to calm myself down." Like, I didn't want to tell them, yeah, I was trying to kill myself. And so they're like, okay. And they were like, "Well, thank God what you took, it's not toxic. It's just going to make you super sleepy." I'm like, okay. So then 2 cops came, and they asked me, like, "What are you trying to do?" And I was like, "Oh, like, I was just trying to, like, just calm down. Like, I wasn't really trying to hurt myself. I just wanted to be relaxed." And they were like, "Okay, cool." And then I heard him say, "Well, you're not under no criminal charges, but you something." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, I'm out of it. So I'm like, "What they talking about?" And then basically they told me I was on hold 5150. And so then I'm thinking I'm finna get in this hospital, tell them a few things, and bounce. And they took, like, my vitals and drew my blood and stuff. And they were like, my health was good. Everything was good. There was nothing to worry about. And they were like, "But you have to see a psychiatrist, because when you're on hold, you have to see a psychiatrist, and you have to, go to the mental home." And so I stayed overnight at the hospital, and all the time I go, every time I do something, there's somebody standing at the door, a nurse. So she got to get up and go into the restroom and make sure I don't do nothing crazy, basically. And so then after that, they were like, "Okay, you have to go to a mental facility." And I was like, okay. Like, I watched a couple movies about mental facilities, and I kind of was like scared. I was like, "Damn, like, I want to be in a mental facility. Like, I don't want to go through this stuff." And I was like, "But this is what happened. It's your consequence." And this is not my first time I've tried to do this. So I think God is probably like this is it, like, because the other times I've done it was just like my security would come up here and watch me for like an hour and take my medication, and then everything would be back. Like God was like, I gotta show you better than I can tell you. Like you can't keep doing this, and the next time you do it, it might not be no next time, you know? And so the next day they took me to the mental facility. They made me take my clothes off. And mind you, before I went to that facility, I read the comments, and the comments were terrible. They had like 1.5 stars. And they were just saying all this crazy stuff, and I was just so scared and nervous. So when I came, they had me on a journey, and then the security guard opened it, and they were like, hold. And they were like, yeah. And he's like, okay, hold on. And he closed the door. And then he finally let us in. And then they were cool. Like they weren't mean. They weren't rude or anything. I went in the room and I changed into this dress. And I went back there and I did some paperwork. And then I just sat on the couch and they like set it up for me, and they gave me like some food, like noodles and stuff. And they had ended up finding out who I was. So I mean, I don't know if they would have treated me nice if they didn't know, but they just were really nice to me and there for me. I just stayed overnight. I woke up and I met with the psychiatrist, and he just told me like, you just gotta get some help, and like I'm good to go basically. But in that facility, it's a different experience. I don't know if any of you guys in the facility, but it's just like it makes you absolutely crazy. Like you don't have no phone, you don't like you have TV, but you have TV from a certain time, and then you're in there with other people that are mental, and it was just like an eye opener. Like I would never do that again. Like I don't even have plans to do that. When I get to that point, I just know I need to pray, and I need to know that God is on my side and not let the devil win. But as I was in there, it was just like, it was crazy. I started appreciating everything. It was like everybody in that facility, they had nobody to call. Like they lived on the streets. Like they were coming there so they could have a place to stay, and so they could get fed whenever. And I was just sitting there, there's something that I can call that I know will pick up. And I just started appreciating life. I was like, I just want to hug Wayne. Like I just want to go home and hug Wayne and hug my mom, my auntie, my nana. I just want to feel the floor. Like you just start thinking about your life, and you just start thinking about stuff. And I'm like sitting there crying. Like there's something really like I never thought that I would be sitting in a facility for trying to kill myself. Like I never thought about that. And the fact that I was in there, it kind of like made me so sad. Because like I've been through this, I've never experienced this. And it was really just an eye opener. I just kept talking to God, like, I'm sorry if I ever act ungrateful. I'm just sorry. Because like I said, I am very blessed. And sometimes when you in that state, you don't care about none of that. You don't care about having family. You don't care about being able to, like, the fact that God gave me a voice to sing and to speak about certain things and like a platform. Like you don't think about that. You just, it's like literally the devil's in your head. Like just do it, kill yourself, do it, why not? Like you'll be okay. So I was just in there for a night, and then I got out, and I was in so much pain. Like I was just sore. I don't know if my lupus like started flaring up, but I'm still sore to this day. And I got out, and I was still just like, I don't want to be here. I was like, why didn't it happen? Like, why didn't God just let it happen? Like, why am I still here? So I was just going through it for a couple more days, and I feel like I'm finally like, okay, Like I have my moments, but I'm finally okay.
Hey,
And
Nene, baby.
I really just want to talk about God for a moment because He was there with me the whole entire time. Like I couldn't even sleep. I only slept for 3 hours. And I just kept telling him, like, please just relax me. Just make me go to sleep. Just help me. Like, and it's like he just put his hand over me and I just went to sleep and I woke up like, oh dang, I was asleep. So I just want to thank him. And even when I came home, I was still just on one, like mentally. And he just calmed me down. Like he's always there for me when I ask him to be, or and I even check up on him, like because I know people don't check on him. They just ask him, can you heal me? Can you heal my brother? Can you do this? Can you do that? We never check up on him and make sure he's good. So I make sure that I do that, and I try to be as obedient as I possibly can. So that's kind of my story. Well, that is my story. And I think my depression stems from a lot of stuff. I think it stems from my health. I think it stems from what I've, dealt with being here for 21 years, about to be 22. So I don't think that just because somebody has money or just because somebody comes from something that they can't feel the way that they feel. Like I saw some comments when they're like, I'm so sick of these rich kids and they're trying to end their lives and they're trying to do this and do that. Well, when things happen, you have to look at why they're happening, right? Like people don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like, yeah, we're blessed. Yeah, we're able to do A, B, and C, but sometimes we don't have that support or that comfort that we need,
Mm-hmm.
And that's important growing up. So y'all have to stop thinking that just because somebody is rich or just because somebody is this that they have
Mm-hmm.
like committed suicide, Kate Spade. Like, I can name a couple people that were rich and famous and they committed suicide. Like we all go through stuff. You can't tell me I can't go through nothing because my dad is rich. That's BS.
Now, again, I just mean the holiday season. Yeah. Now, I just want to say that uh, it's sad when people take the side of the people that have the most money. They could be so wrong, but being that they have money, that's the side that you take. And it's sad that when people expose their feelings, we we take it and we eat it and we chew it up and we spit it out instead of listening to what they have to say. And it's sad that especially when you is a child of somebody's rich, we must take in consideration whichever parent is the rich one, they're not home. They either on a video shoot or tour or or uh if they acting they on the they on shoot, right? A lot of times we see their parents more than what they see their parents, number one. Then we have to remember more money, more problems. Remember, Snoop stepped out on the mother. Snoop had another kid. Snoop was humping everything that he could hump because he got that money. We don't know the arguments that um they may have had, Snoop and Shantae had, back in the days. she probably witnessed a lot of arguing and stuff. At one point, they was going to get a divorce. See, people need to have consideration instead of calling them, "Oh, you spoil, oh, these spoil you kids." This, baby, money could never. You can have all the money in the world, but how much does happiness cost? And who do I pay? Hello, hello, exactly. So we quick to say, "Oh, well, my parents this and their parents that," instead of saying, "Wow, I don't know half of the problems that they go through. I don't know. I don't know what they seen." But usually in a lot of them households, infidelity will tear a household up. It tears a household up. And these kids see their mother crying. It's nothing like looking at your mama cry. Ain't nothing like seeing your mama cry. That is something that never leaves a child. I don't care if it's not because of you being in a relationship. It could be like somebody could have passed away. And a lot of kids, when they parents, especially mama, when they see daddy drop a tear, they hurt too. They hurt when daddy drop a tear. But it ain't nothing like when you see mama cry. That sticks with a child forever. That could make or break a child too. You know? Do y'all know how I feel? Even when that guy Herschel Marshall, or whatever the heck his name is, when he was running for the Senate or whatever he was running for in Atlanta, did you see his son come out and was like, "Yeah, it's good that everybody else love you, but you forgot about us." And thank you, sweetie. Like y'all don't know what we went through as their kids. But we so quick to judge. Like, no. When that DNA test came back positive, Snoop Dogg, you are this young man's father. We don't know Sean, what happened in that house with Shantae. We don't know. You are the father. You understand? But what we see is him perfectly with his 3 kids. We don't see that other son. We don't see the other son at all. And that young man looks just like Snoop. The other 2 boys, you see Snoop features, but like she said, they are bright light. The other son looks just like him. He didn't even need a DNA. You understand what I'm saying? We don't even know if he got kids or whatever. It's sad when you a married single mother. It's sad when you are married single mother. And people sit up there and they'll say, wait, now imagine me porn having parents who struggle with mental illness. Oh, exactly. Exactly. This subject is near and dear to my heart. These last 2 to 3 years would have taken me out, but for the grace and the love of God, I am living testimony. And not only me, but others as well. Yeah. Yeah. And then it's a shame people go after these kids. Like people, like I said, 50 Cent's son. Everybody's going after this young man. But they don't know what that little boy saw growing up. But because you're rich, and especially if you're a child of a rich parent, you forget they got feelings, they seen shit, they don't seen arguing and fighting and all this other stuff. They probably seen more than us. Because more money, more problems. More money, more problems. So, you have to be really careful. Don't be part of the problem. be part of the solution and learn how to talk to one another, how to be there for one another. Because when we see Twitch, because Twitch is the one, who started this. And like she said, other people have took themselves, people are taking themselves out of here. Well, every time we seen Twitch, it was with a smile. He was always dancing, and it was with a smile. Now, like I said, we don't know if he suffered from mental illness, or we don't know, was it something that sent him over the edge? See, that's two different things. He always suffered from mental illness, depression, anxiety, or whatever, and just showed us something else. Or was it something that pushed him over the edge, that my man had to take a Uber and go to a hotel? He was like, I'll be back. Nobody heard the pop go off. Nothing. And then I think at checkout time or something, they saw him in the bathroom or something like that. I mean, the whole situation is crazy. It's crazy, and people go through this every single day. Imagine being poor. I mean, to me, it's worse when you rich and you can't get help. You know what I'm saying? You would think they got the money to get help. When you poor, his son Christian was the young man you spoke upon a minute ago. He admitted being, oh, wow, his dad didn't even show up. 50 trying to push his son to take himself out, because the dumb shit that 50 doing. And not just him, but when people gonna attack your child, you don't win an argument when it comes down to showing, well, here's the proof my son is lying. You know you're the one that has the following. You got your stands, and whoever you got beef with, your stands are going to attack them. Same way they did with little Romeo. When the videos that I saw, especially in the manosphere, sometimes I go just to look at their comments. Oh, spoiled little kid, and his father didn't do nothing. Romeo at one point in time carried No Limit. When all your acts that went from hot to cold, Romeo held that down. And he's only 12 and 13 years old. But all the work that he did for when he was young kept No Limit afloat. So he didn't want, no, honey, Romeo worked for everything. Romeo worked for it. He worked for his money, and he still continued to work for his money. And that boy has every right to mourn his sister. That boy has every right to say, in other words, because I have a work ethic. What he's trying to say is, because I have a work ethic, me and my father is mad cool. And if he don't have a work ethic, like, he knows how his father treat his kids, because he's one of the kids. He's seen his sister, how his sister was treated. We heard more about Symphonique. I didn't even know the other sister, Tatiana. I didn't even know her name. We always heard about Symphonique. And Symphonique is one of them babies he made that's not by Romeo's mother. But maybe because Symphonique is doing good, where does Master P, you messed up with all your kids' names, especially the Hershey one. Hershey and Mercy. Anybody gonna walk around calling me no damn Mercy? How these mothers agree to that? No, I'm not agreeing to name my child no Hershey and the other one Mercy. No, I'm not. But while they getting the good grades, they playing basketball and all this other stuff. Oh, he's great. I mean, that is still good things to instill in your child. But we also got to learn how to be there when when one child is going through mental problems. A lot of times, remember, certain kids are addicts, but what made them take that first puff is the question. What made them take that first drink? What made them take that first pill? Something had to be mentally wrong with them for them to even try it. Now, certain pills may be like ecstasy or something like that. I just, you got to watch how you say the words on here. Maybe because they was at a party and something like this will make you party more. That'd be different. But for some of these other stuff, something was mentally wrong with them for them to say, "Let me take this. I think I'll try this Zaza today." Something had to take place for you to do that. You don't go from one day, I never smoked Zaza. Now today, I'm going to smoke Zaza. That's even down to tobacco. Like 1 minute, I didn't need this to survive. Now let me try this cigarette. Or damn, I don't drink. Well, let me try this drink. Or let me try with all of these things. Like, how do you go from one day and not wrapping your arm up and sticking something in your veins? Like, who does that? What made you do that the next day? What made you do that the next day? Like, what was you going through? Thank you, Nene. Yeah, but what made you say, "Hey, I think I'm gonna take this belt and tie it up and keep hitting my veins and push this thing up in my veins"? Like, no normal person does that. Normal people don't do that. They was trying to get away from something. They're trying to get away. And somebody introduced them to something that said, "Hey, this will take you away." If you notice, at all points in time, she said, "I made this phone call. I made that phone call." So she had a phone full of people that have drugs. She know a lot of people who have drugs. Now, she says she never tried it, but she must be around other people that have tried it for her to say, "I know who to call." I think that people wasn't crazy enough to go take it to her, because they know if they was the one that bought that girl them drugs and Snoop Dogg finds out, it's going to be some problems. It's going to be, oh no, another homie, RIP, not knowing why he really RIPing. And Snoop would be on TV crying, "Oh, I'm going to miss him. Oh, he didn't have to go out like that." So that's why she looked up, well, how many of these how many of these pills do I need? I don't think nobody was crazy enough to bring that girl, especially when you know you can get touched. Like, I know there's no hiding place. I can get touched. Hell no, I ain't bringing that girl no fake perks, real perks, or any type of perks. So let's get to the end of this video.
That's BS. I'm pretty sure there's things that he goes through that he's sad about, but he's Snoop Dogg. So you telling me Snoop Dogg can't be sad? That just because somebody is rich or just because somebody is this, that they happy. The guy from Jumanji committed suicide. And I think his name is like Robin Williams or something. Like, he committed suicide. Kate Spade. Like, I can name a couple people that were rich and famous and they committed suicide. Like, we all go through stuff. You can't tell me I can't go through nothing because my dad is rich. That's BS. That's BS. I'm pretty sure there's things that he goes through that he's sad about, but he's Snoop Dogg. So you telling me Snoop Dogg can't be sad? No, that's not fair and that's not right. And I feel like sometimes people on Skid Row is more happy than people that's in a mansion. Like, more money, more problems.
Oh, shut. She said it.
So you can't, yeah, and they do. And money don't always make you happy. Things don't always make you happy. So a lot of people are just being very insensitive, but there's a lot of people that's also being very supportive and being there. And like I said, I'm not posting this for y'all to feel bad or feel sad or feel attention. I'm posting this because I know it may help the next person to know that, okay, I can relate to her. I can relate to somebody like her. And that's what I get all the time. Like, people DM me and they're like, there's nobody else on social media that I can relate to, but I can relate to you. Because it's real. It's not a facade, it's real. And we look on social media looking at other people's lives, which is not real half the time. And we want that. Like I said, I know a bunch of girls that look at other girls' lives and want what they have. But half the time, what they have is not even genuine and they're not even happy. But like I said, everybody goes through stuff. Some people like to voice it and some people don't. But I'm the type to where I like to voice certain things so that, you know, we all can just be on one accord and talk about it and be there for each other. Depression don't have no title on it. It don't. It really don't. Or like no target, however you say it. Like, I could have been poor. And what y'all gonna say? I'm too poor to be depressed? Like, that makes no sense. You see how silly that sounds? It's sad. And I always go on Instagram and express to y'all how I feel. Like, because at first, y'all didn't know nothing about me. Y'all didn't know what I sounded like. Like, y'all didn't know anything. And I decided to start going on there and just having these talks every Sunday. So y'all can get to know me and I can get to know y'all. So if you're going through something, talk about it. Like, I even found me a hobby. I went on Google the other day because I'm like, I can't keep living like this. Like, it's a sad feeling. Like, just not in the mood for nothing. Just don't want to be here. Like, I got to get out of it. Like, I have a purpose. I just have to figure out what that purpose is. And maybe this is my purpose. You know, I don't know. And so I went online and I found a few hobbies that I want to do. And I have something coming very soon. And I hope y'all rock with it. And just know that it's all genuine and it's all love. And it's, you know, time has been hard, but I know that we can make good times out of bad times. So thank you guys so much for listening, for being supportive. Like I said, every day is a struggle. I may wake up tomorrow and be back at square one. But there's a push now. There's a fight now. There's not... Like, I haven't really had thoughts about, like, ending it or, like, not wanting to be here. It's kind of just like, Lord, just help me figure out what I need to do to get to the next step. And I need to get busy. I need to get active. I need to do what I love and do what I want to do. So, and I feel like I'm at an age, and even like my homegirls were at an age where we're like grown, but we're young. So it's like, are we supposed to have it figured out? Like, and then it goes back to social media when you see girls your age and they're popping in there, they look like they got it figured out. And I think that's the main thing, is they look like they have it figured out. And then you're sitting here like, okay, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything to make income. I'm just sitting here watching Disney Plus all day. But I'm blessed enough to do that. But is that what I want my life to be like for the rest of my life? You know, it's like, it's weird. It's like mixed emotions. And I feel like our timing is our timing, but obviously we have to do stuff so it is our timing. So we have our own journey, we have our own path, and let's just do whatever we can to follow it. There's going to be ups and downs. Life is definitely a roller coaster. And my focus right now is really getting my mental right, because every ball that's thrown at me, it hits me right in my face. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, what do I do? Like, I don't know how to dodge and duck and all that. It's like when stuff gets hard, I'm like, okay, what's happening here? Like, I just don't know how to handle it. So that's really what I'm working on now, is handling life, being an adult, not just trying to give up so easy. Yeah, I took some time off social media for a while. I mean, I was on there, but like, I really wasn't on there, and it made me feel 10 times better. Um, so, and sometimes it could be like my cousin told me. Sometimes it could be your timeline, like who you're following. Like, I feel like I don't follow anybody that looks like me, or does what I do. So if I'm looking at somebody that is the complete opposite of me, my mind is tricking me that I want that, but you don't even like that, nor do you want that. Your mind is very powerful. It really is. So just appreciate your life, because we only get one. When things get hard, just pray. But taking your life is not worth it, and it's not okay. And you definitely don't want to be on hold, and you definitely don't want to be in a facility home. It adds more stress to you. So let's get our mental right, and let's do what we got to do together. Like I said, I'm here. Like, I'm a prime example of all of this. I'm a prime example that you can be in a position and be sad and be mental and be suicidal. Like, and I have regular friends. Like, and I don't even like to say regular because we're all regular. But I have friends that are like, they're regular. Like, I don't really hang out with like celebrity kids, or I just feel like I've never been able to relate. Like, we're just different. So just surround yourself around good people and appreciate what you have for real, because all of this has really taught me a lesson. And I hope that I made somebody day today.
Now, that gave me chills. Just picture that, Kev. It's sad, but I don't know what my dad felt and thought of me until the day he transitioned. He waited for me to drive from LA, ATL, to New Jersey before transitioning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even she said, I can't even relate. She can't relate to the the rich kid society. She can't relate to them. So at the end of the day, maybe a lot of things she can't do. Like, she can't go and get she can't um remember, she has lupus at a young age. She's always in pain. She has to take steroids, you know. And then from her always being sick, you know, maybe her parents, with Snoop gone majority of the time, maybe the mother. That's why I tell people all the time, if you have kids and like the minute they're going through something, take them to like volunteer somewhere where people who have it worse. Like, take them somewhere where people is going to say the word thank you and really mean it. Like, when you give them that food, that's because they was really hungry. They didn't have no food. So when they say thank you at that part, they happy that you're a celebrity, but at the same part, their stomach is growling. So they really, really thankful. Or, have them work at the pantries or try to find something for them to do. And the thing purpose, oh, sorry to hear that, Nene. Woo! But the word purpose, finding my purpose, people really need to take that out of their vocabulary. They too far in the future. So now you are having anxiety over something that's far in the future. Wherever you at now is your purpose. Wherever you are at now is your purpose, because guess what? You have a story to tell. You can now, your testimony itself could be your purpose, because you never know who you may help. Stop searching for your purpose. You are the purpose. The purpose of you being born makes you a purpose. Like in my life, what did I do? A lot of times you're doing it already. And you're trying to figure out your purpose, but you're doing it already, and you've been doing it since you was a kid. You just didn't think that's your purpose. Like some people is yeah. Boy, he said that part. I don't remember what I said, but that's your purpose. Your story sometimes is your purpose. But people chasing, thinking that where they're at right now is not enough. Let me keep looking for my purpose, because some people think that they're supposed to do something extraordinary. Like, no, where you at right now is your purpose. Find out all the things that you have loved doing. But when you have a good heart, like her, because she said, I have to be around just regular old folks. Why? They're going to tell her the truth. They keep her checked. So she don't act bougie. She don't want to act bougie and stuff like that. She want to be regular. And I told you guys earlier, a lot of people they wish for rich parents, and them kids sit up there and wish to have regular parents. Like I said, ain't but so much shopping you can do. Like, okay, I got every Coach bag, I got every Birkin bag, but really, girl, I be happy to catch the rerun Nene to know what I say. I speak from the spirit. I speak from the spirit. But thank you, Nene. So sometimes I talk, I don't even know what the heck I said. I gotta catch myself on a replay. I speak from the spirit. But like I said, a lot of these key words all the time that you hear, them trigger words to make you want to run off to a cult and finding my purpose and who am I? You are who you are. At that moment, you are who you are. You are who you are in the present time. You raise your kids, and people think that their life is a failure. Oh yeah, he'd definitely pleased. He'd definitely be pleased, Cap. He would definitely be pleased. And we gotta appreciate, lift each other up. We gotta appreciate our men too. Y'all let them know they are highly appreciated. Because we always have like the sisterhood or the sister bonding. I like it better back in the days when kids was kids. So your best friend was a girl and a boy. It was more about the people. So if that was your homie back in the days when you was young, you kind of rooted them on. Yeah, 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 yeah. But now, especially for us, because of the Willie Lynch, we stopped that. The things we did as kids, depending on how old you are, we stopped that. We stopped having that best friend that's a guy. We stopped having that best friend that's a girl. We was young, we had it. But you got certain partners that's out there, you better not have no male friends, and if this, or you better not have no female friends, and I gotta come first. Women, stop thinking you all the women that man needs. Men, stop thinking that you're the only man that woman needs. You may be the one they love, but it's okay for them to have a friend of the opposite sex. It doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't. They don't love them, but sometimes what they got, you may not. You want to be head of the household, blah blah blah. But you got to remember, somebody else could offer that person something that can help them with their lives. It's just a conversation. They're just friends. But now you can't be friends no more. And then with the male war and the woman war that's going on, now all the men are sticking together, all the men are sticking together, the women sticking together, and we going against each other so much. So much. So now, we don't say to our male friends, congratulations, you did well. Like, and sometimes you're scared to say that because you don't want no problems with your significant other. I don't want them to think this, or they might think. Women, men, stop. Stop it. Because when we was younger, it was more balanced. When you play Ring Around Rosie and Red Rover, and all of that, it was a group of friends that was playing together, had fun together, and regentification, with them gentrifying your area. We get mad because the kids on social media, but in all reality, all the things that we had, like depending on where you live, you my brother, you my brother, you my brother, you my brother, you my brother for life. All of you got my people for life. And like I said, we have to stop it. And we had so much balance. Oh yeah, stop. We took the wherever you live, gentrified the place so much. Like, we was younger to let off steam. We had the skating rink right there. We had like the parties at this person's house or this person's backyard. And it was just, when we didn't have nothing, we was less stressed actually. It wasn't, oh, men ain't this and oh, women ain't that. We didn't think about that. That was our friend. But because of this new hatred thing, now we don't have the friend because we don't like each other. And then now, the new agenda is tearing parents away from their kids. That's the new agenda. People, oh, I don't read the Bible. That's in the Bible, baby. Everything that is done is being undone. That's how you know that Bible is true. Even if you don't believe in it, you can't dispute it. It's going to be old against young, mother against child, father against son. That's what's happening. That's why people think it's okay to agree with 50 Cent. It's okay to agree with Master P. It's okay to agree with Diddy. It's okay for people to love Snoop Dogg, knowing that at one point in time, none of them were good to their women. None of them. But because they got money, y'all going after the kids. Y'all find every reason to go after the kids. Because now they're turning that part of the Bible is being played out. You got the people, oh, my mother was a nothing. And then you got the other side, oh, spoiled kids. My best friend, girls play football. Yes, exactly. And baseball, and dodgeball, and handball. I don't know if you guys remember Chinese ball, but you had the handball and you had Chinese ball. Chinese ball was actually my favorite. Yeah, now we normalize bullying, but then we say stop bullying, right? Then we want to say stop bullying. But we normalized it. But people got to stop looking for all these mantras. For all these mantras and stuff. Stop listening to these people. Stop listening to these life coaches. Stop listening to these get rich or die trying people. When it's your purpose is now. And when tomorrow come, tomorrow will come. Whatever is meant for you is meant for you. You do not. Yeah, I know. Now it's Snoops instead of Snoop Loops. Even though he said it was his name. But the Loops part wasn't your name. So him and Master P, like I said, Romeo was throwing dots at both of them. People just didn't catch on. People just thought that it was throwing a dart at his dad. He was throwing a dart at Snoop Dogg too. Remember, Romeo was around when Snoop Dogg was around. He was around when Snoop Dogg came out there to Louisiana. Now he's older. He's wiser. So now you see more of his wife. I mean, just like Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight just totally cut off his older kids. Talk about, oh, they disrespected me. Man, have y'all seen Carbonation? That's some real disrespect. You know what I'm saying? That's real disrespect. But what some of these kids are doing now, because it's the man against the woman thing, so you want to either blame it on the mother or you want to blame the child. You can never blame the child unless their name is Nature Boy and they're a demon seed. That's different. But a lot of how your child is acting come from two people, a mama and a papa. However, how much dysfunctional your child is, got nothing to do with the mother brainwashed the kid. A mother cannot brainwash a kid. Okay, we were all kids. If that mother said something about the father and the actions did not add up, we didn't care what mama said. Mama could call daddy every book in the name. But if daddy is there every week, if daddy's buying them what they want, they're going to think mama just kind of crazy and bitter. But they're not going to go against their father. They go against their father because they start seeing what my mother said is true. And now That's something that little Romeo was going through right now because people wanted him to disrespect his mother. They was disrespecting the shit out of his mother. They all took Master P's side, including little Romeo. Now he's starting to see, hey, I think my mother was right. So the only way a mother can turn a man against a child, against them, if you show proof. You will have to show proof. No phone calls. I guess mama is right. No knock at the door. I guess mama is right. No Christmas presents. I guess my mother is right. See, we all was kids. So let's not forget we were all kids. So we evaluated what our mama said. Some didn't say nothing. Some said something. But the ones who did say something, well, you made what mama said is true. So they're not going by what mama really said. They're going by daddy's actions. So even though you can be like, well, your mama this, your mama that. And then the kid, even though they want their father's relationship, they're going to let that slide. Some kids ain't letting it slide. You ain't talking about my mama because you know you was not there. And then you got some dumb people talking about, and yeah, the stupid men. That's what my mother did to me. And then when I got it with my father, come to find out, it really was my mother. No, daddy didn't just fight for you, homeboy. Daddy just didn't fight for you. Now, should a mother talk about the father? Absolutely not. But the child still has a right to know what happened because they're curious. They are curious. They want to know how they got in this world. They want to know how did I make it? They want to know, was it ever any love between y'all? Am I a jump off kid? And there's a lot of questions these kids have. So you have to fill in them answers. You just can't keep on, well, let me protect the dad. And let me not say, and that go for mothers too. You got deadbeat mamas too. Like the 4 blind mice, the 4 blind bats, the 4 blind bats. Yes. They're deadbeat mamas. Same rule apply for them. And if you look at the tabloids and stuff, them kids got to see that too. Even Nia Long said, damn, I was blindsided by what happened, and the way they put it out, she wasn't even warned. But again, they make it all about the man. The man. But I just wish, y'all put that same pressure on deadbeat mamas too. Put that same pressure on deadbeat mamas. It go both ways. I remember I talk about both ways. The manosphere bad itches the new generation. But take it easy on yourself. The world gonna give you enough problems. The world is gonna give you enough problems. Believe me, you have a lot of problems. A lot of things gonna come your way. As you get older, even if it's sickness, it's gonna come your way. You got kids gonna be going through stuff. As soon as you thought your kid is grown, come to find out your kid ain't grown. You still gotta take care of them. And then they go through problems. Then you gotta be there as a mom. You gotta be there as a dad. And then, guys, remember, please remember, as you get old, your parents are getting old. Start spending more time with your parents. Don't be so you got your own life, you moved out of state. They're getting old. And it's not about they may not be here no more. I'm talking about the living conditions that you don't know that they're living in. Like even making sure your parents have an aid, but these are the people that were there for you. Yes, we have our own life. Some of you guys gonna have to take your stubborn mamas with you. You got to take your stubborn father with you to make sure they okay. If we got aches and bones, can you imagine what our elderly have? You may speak to them, hey baby, not knowing how long it took for them to get up to that phone. How did they get up to the phone? We don't even know if they ate. A lot of them can't even open a can. They can't even open a can. They arthritis or whatever is preventing. They're not going to tell you their problems. They are not going to tell you their problems. So you need to make sure, like little gadgets that you can get, make sure they have it in the house. My grandbaby keep kissing me on the jaw and say, Papa, I love you. Why you keep kissing? She said, because you smell like chocolate chip cookies. Oh, God, that Zaza got you with the snacks, huh? Give her some cookies, daggit. Okay. Give the baby some damn cookies. That she got to kiss you to get the damn. Give her the cookies. Up the cookies. Give her her own chocolate chip. Or go buy her some chocolate chip cookies. Go bake her some chocolate chip cookies. But you smoking some chocolate Zaza? Chocolate Zaza? But like I said, make sure, your elderly members in your family, make sure they got like the thing that you can open the can. Make sure they have an electric can opener. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure that you buy them food that like is already cut up. Some of them cannot use a knife. Make sure they have that alert thing. So if they fall, they can press that alert and somebody will come to the house. Make sure a trusting neighbor has their key. That's if you really can't be there. Don't be so, because guess what? It's going to happen to you. And you're going to say, damn, I took care of these kids. I did my best. I'm happy for them. But who is there for me? Don't get to the point that the only time you see your mother, she in the hospital. Let me go check her. No. You're fucked up yourself. If you like 48 and over, you fucked up yourself. You can't do the same things yourself no more. They great grands are 45. 45, baby, depending. 45 could be old or 45 could be young. It depends. But either or, that's even including us. Go check on your parents. Go check on your auntie. Go check on somebody elder. And I don't mean call them. Literally go and see them. And then, order them some stuff that will make their life easy. If they're going to be in the house by themselves, order them things. It doesn't even cost much. Well, order them things or order them, healthy foods or steamed vegetables that they could just put in the microwave and they got a healthy meal. Try to get them like steamed type of vegetables and food that you could just put in the microwave where they don't have to open, they ain't got to open up no bags. Some of these bags are hard to open. Make sure they have some scissors in the house Some of them cannot pull open the bag. Sometimes they go to bed hungry. They can't open a can. Because seniors have mental illness too. We got the young ones with mental illness, and we got a lot of our seniors that suffer from mental illness. They are beyond depressed. Their life ain't the same no more. Their kids don't come by and see them, especially the ones who have messed up. But these are little things that we can do to help somebody's mental state. To help somebody's mental state. And like health, put her in that mental state, and her being, as she would say, fat, black, and ugly, as what people have said to her. The same rule apply to our elders. Same rule apply. Like, damn, I had all these kids. I don't see nobody. I done took care of everybody. Who looks after me? I can't walk. I can't do nothing. So, that's just a little bit that, I just wanted to say. And, you love yourself and love others. Love others. But stop. Well, what is my purpose? Some people go to their grave still saying, what's my purpose? I got to get to know me. Baby, you know you. You don't need a piece of paper to tell you that. You knew at a young age, I like ketchup. I don't like mustard. At a young age, you knew, even at a toddler knows themselves. Oh, they don't eat this. They don't eat that. Well, they only eat this. We knew ourselves then. How you don't know yourself now? We knew more about our likes and dislikes when we was younger than what we know when we was older. Like we became punks when we got older. We didn't have a problem, as they call terrible tools. We didn't have a problem letting you know I'm not eating that. We didn't have a problem of not liking this. Or take a picture. You got some kids who, they're not taking a picture. They don't like it. You know yourself. Your life is not wasted because you don't have the job, or your job could be your purpose. What you put into your kids could be your purpose. It may take you to make that next star of a child, that next singer, that next artist. That could be your purpose too. To make sure your offspring is good, whichever. But stop listening to these people that's telling you to go find yourself, go out to nature. Damn it, the whole entire planet Earth is nature. Next time you get stressed out, go visit an older relative and just sit and yes, sit with them for an hour. Watch how yes. Man, that is the best thing you can do. Check on your neighbor too. Your neighbor got kids who don't see them. And it's a shame when certain kids come see their mother or their father. A neighbor has to tell them about their own parent. They too busy into themselves. A neighbor got to tell them about their parent. Well, mama ain't doing well. Well, mama ain't bending no more. Well, or your mama's starting to lose her memory. It's like, cause you're not there to even notice it. It take a neighbor or somebody they know to say, "Mom, your mom's fucked up," or "Auntie fucked up," "Uncle effed up." We don't worry. When you ain't here, we help them. No, that's your damn job. That's your family. That's your job. So sometimes, like I said, mama and daddy may be stubborn, but no, you got to come with me. I got to make sure you good. Find a spare room for your mama and daddy. Yeah, they gonna get on your nerves, but you know they good. I see elderly people every day. That's the one that's gonna get you pregnant, Nicole. Cause you know the men that's in that place where you at, they still got that super sperm. They got that super sperm. And you gonna walk out of there pregnant. She gonna walk out of there pregnant. And also you can't spend your whole life healing or trying to find yourself either. Who know you better than you? Do better. Oh, yes. Who knows you better than you? If you don't know by now, I don't like this. I like this. I don't know what to tell you. 1 minute in healing. Well, then what you doing to heal? And then we gotta be esoteric. Damn that. Let's see. Let's look up esoteric. The correct word for esoteric. Let me check this. Let's look up esoteric. Esoteric. Now look, this is the stupid stuff. But we're gonna go through this. And I'm glad you're still here, young lady. We glad you're here, and we glad that your aunt called you at the right time. If her aunt never called her, she would not be here. Her aunt happened to call her. Now imagine if the aunt never called. That girl would not be living. She said she don't know what made her answer the phone. But the aunt, God intervened and had the aunt call. If the aunt did not call, she would not be here to tell the story. Now let me get my glasses. Let's see what this bullshit is. Don't worry, we almost finished. So I'm gonna watch my Christmas movie. Esoteric. Let's open this up. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay. Esoteric. Intended for likely to be understood by only a small number of number. Yeah, I'm getting tired. It's intended for likely to be understood by only a small number of people with specialized knowledge. What the F is specialized knowledge? Now we can say specialized interest there, but what is specialized knowledge? See how they always trying to make themselves sound good? Specialized. What the hell is so special about their knowledge? Because they believe in ghosts and shit. Okay. What does it mean if someone is esoteric? Okay. The quality of having an inner or secret meaning. This term is esoteric was first applied. Listen. Esoteric, esoteric was first applied in ancient Greek mysteries. I tell you guys, that shit ain't true. That stuff is not true. It's specialized knowledge on Greek mysteries to those who are initiated within and to those who are not. Because their knowledge is special. What is a esoteric thinker? Okay. Mostly commonly means obscure, and only understood or intended to be understood by a small number of people with special and perhaps secret knowledge. Lordy, it's often used to describe knowledge that's only intended to be revealed to people who have been initiated into a certain group. Really? What is the opposite of esoteric? It is distinguished from internal esoteric knowledge. It relates to eternity, reality as opposed to a person's thoughts or feelings. Okay, let's check this out again. What is the opposite of esoteric? It is distinguished from internal oh God. I can't even say the word. I'm so tired. Esoteric relates to external reality as opposed to a person's thoughts or feelings. So basically, it's a bunch of jambalaya. Like, it's not my thoughts, it's not my feelings. Okay? So only a selected few. I ain't talking about no damn Greek man on goddamn day, okay? We're not going to do this. I'm not talking about a bunch. I am American, a Black American. I don't want to talk about a bunch of Greek people. That is not real. I'm not doing the make-believe. It's okay if you want to read about it, but you're not them. They're made up. You're human. There is no special powers. You could do all the rain dancing. You could go around and with the fire, have the barnyards. You can have all that shit. It doesn't take away, even though you're trying to evoke some spirits, it doesn't take away you the same old person. You the same person. You are real. That shit is make-believe and fake. No, I'm not giving it my brain cells. Now, I want to look up the name, Velvet's name, and then we are out of here. I don't see the name. Let me see. I don't see the name no more. What's the name? Rain some shit. What is the name? Let me see. Oh, Blood Rena. Let's look at Blood Rena. Reina. Now, Blood Rena, if you can see, this would be Blood Rena. Can y'all see? That is Blood Rena. Okay. How did I tape become Blood Rena? Who is Rena in Strike? But I don't know. Well, anyway, the Red Queen is the second episode. So basically, we talking about a damn movie that's not real neither. That's from them little kid shows. That's them damn video games and shit. Let me just make sure I had that right. No, it's Rena. Reina. Yeah, that's it. Blood Rena. That's all that it is. I don't watch them shows. So I don't do that. I like documentaries. I like to hear about real stuff. I ain't got no time for Fantasy Island. My life's short. Now I'm gonna spend my blood cells. Oh my God, y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy. But hold up, I gotta get me a cookie or something. Whoa, Lordy. Nicole, I'm going to send us some cookies. Hopefully somebody can take me out tomorrow. I need some cookies. I had to run get my ginger ale today. So I got the ginger ale, Nick. Let me get a cookie. And then we're going to end this. Oh. Hey, how you doing, unknown? Exactly. I'm playing on fantasy jokes and them fantasy games and shit. I ain't them characters are make believe. The baby is over here over my ear lemon heads. You gotta love them. You gotta love it. That's Blood Arena. Now, you hear that, Nicole? We got our cookies. But I don't watch them type of movies, so I don't. I get they watch it and they want to use them people. Like if you know the characters, you know what the characters represent. You know what the characters, but it's still fake. Damn it! I hear the car. Oh, damn, Kev, you going straight to hell. You going straight to hell. How you hide the punch a munch? There's a special place in hell for you. You are going. Mm-hmm. But guys, like I said, Romeo going through some shit right now. Let me just end it off with Romeo's picture. Let me end it back off with Romeo's picture. Oh, I could have just put Romeo. That's a nice dress, girl. Well, back to Romeo. And like I said, it wasn't about him not acknowledging Twitch. It was about he done had enough. He said, I've been seeing life differently now. Where you at? Mm. So Sip is disappearing. Stuff be disappearing and shit. Maybe I missed it. That's a shame. You can't find nothing no more. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah. Ain't this something? Ain't that something?
Tell you or make you believe that God is not going to come through for you.
Son. Master P, you are a liar. I love y'all. Jesus love you too. Keep being a blessing and more blessings will come to you. Happy Friday. All smiles over here. Instead of, and people see, this is why people get mad when kids come to the internet. Look at the response people give their kids. But this is what that was Master P's response. Satan, you are a lie. He calls his own son Satan, damn it.
Just sing this song. Very simple. I remember my mama singing this song, and I believe she still sing it. So simple. Here it goes. Satan, you're a liar. I know you're a liar. God said you're a liar. You are a liar. That's all. Love y'all, and Jesus love you too. Anytime the enemy comes to you to try to tell you or make you believe that God is not going to come through for you, just sing this song.
And you know what's crazy? If kids saying, hey, he wasn't there for us, who was the social media? Who the hell is social media to say, yes, he was? It's 365 days of the year. Who the hell are you and somebody saying he wasn't there? This is how he did us. Who the heck are you to say, well, yes, he was. He got a lot of money. He afforded you all these nice things. She sang. Light Skin Avengers. Shout out to Phony. That's right, girl. I'm gonna pass. These cookies are good. And they don't have the sugar in it. But how the hell? If I'm telling you my story and I'm saying, yo, Dad did nothing. Well, yes, he did. That's the mother poisoning you. You can't say that about little Romeo because he was always under his dad. Oh, these kids are for you. The man said man avoided his own children, not child. He avoided his own children's struggle with the S and depression, but post another man who passed. She had her itch from her son. Oh, me? Oh, God up. Stop him. Damn it. No. It be like that. But not the grandbaby. Not the grandbaby. The son, yeah. And not the grandbaby. Nope, grandbaby can get it all. Well, not at all. Sometimes you gotta have some stuff to yourself until they con you out of it and shit. But guys, I am out of here. Don't forget, I will be back on tomorrow, Lord's willing. But do not forget Sunday on Sugar Babes. It's Entrepreneur Day. If you have a channel, it's going to grow your channel. If you guys want to promote your business, or if you guys want to promote your channel, Sunday on Sugar Babes is the best time and place to do that. And we got to keep on doing it. So whomever catch that video, it might be, well, damn, I said this 50 million times, but not to a new person. It's their first time hearing that. So we want to keep that entrepreneurship, the entrepreneur segment going. That's a little greedy. Yeah, I'm be greedy with this cookie all in my mouth. King Kev, she got, that's right. I'm be greedy with these damn cookies in my mouth, damn it. Yes, sir. And no, I ain't sharing. But I also want you guys to see that That wasn't just for Master P. That was for Snoop Dogg too. That was a message for both of them. But if you don't know about Corey, then you don't know what was little Romeo saying and doing. His boiling point is his father being there, but it happened to be Snoop is in that video too. Like, yo, she got so much free time on her hands. Nicole don't know what to do. Now she picture, she talking, she having her ball. She gonna be pregnant tonight. She gonna be pregnant tonight. Cause they're gonna go order their Viagra. The old men gonna order their Viagra and all that stuff. But before we call him a spoiled rich kid, no, Romeo worked for his money. He worked. His father didn't give him nothing. He worked. So I am out of here. That's right. And I got the ginger ale on deck, Nicole. I got my ginger ale on deck to wash this down. I'm straight. But if you would like to leave a like, as I'm chewing my cookie, which is very good. That's my last one. My last one. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget, how do you feel about this? And be very careful talking about spoiled rich. No. Y'all better pull up them videos. And not no people making a comment ain't never pull up a video to see that. No, they was on Little Romeo coattails for a while. Little Romeo helped save Master Limit, No Limit. He was the real No Limit soldier. Y'all better stop that shit. I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. Good night. Peace. Smooches and all that good stuff. Nicole, your ginger ale coming up. Peace.